What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome boys and girls, old and young, experts and novices, one and all, to the first installment of a brand new weekly series here at Hybrid Network that we are calling 101. Well, technically this is only the first part of the first installment, part 1 of 3. That's right, each week you'll be getting 3 videos on one subject. Every Monday, the first video will be entry-level beginner information to introduce you to a concept. Then, every Wednesday and Friday, you'll take a step further into increasingly advanced and in-depth information, both in-universe for the properties and behind the scenes in the real world, so that by Friday, you can truly say you're an expert on whatever topic we're discussing. This week, the topic is something near and dear to our hearts here at Hybrid Network, the Predators. Ahead of the new movie, we'll be diving in-depth into the iconic alien hunters the franchise has made a household nightmare and one of the most famous creatures in Hollywood. In this episode, we'll be going over some Predator basics. Who are they? What exactly are they? And how did they come to be behind the scenes, with a rundown on their on-screen history and the film franchise as a whole? Ready? Let's dive right in. The Predators are actually an alien species known as the Yautja, hailing from the planet known simply as Yautja Prime. Usually standing more than 7 feet tall and weighing in anywhere between 300 and 500 pounds, they walk upright on 2 legs like humans and are roughly humanoid in a physical appearance, until you get to the head. The Yautja have massive heads with hardened skulls, dreadlocks, and deep-set beady little eyes, but their most iconic and terrifying facial feature is their insect-like mandibles. Little deeper cut here, while they look terrifying and can be used to show emotions, meaning mostly anger, there's actually no clear biological purpose for the mandibles as far as we know. On top of those already fearsome physical attributes, the Yautja have even more incredible abilities above and beyond normal humans. They are incredibly strong, with the ability to rip heads from bodies and tear humans in half with little effort, and they're incredibly durable to boot. They have the ability to survive multiple gunshot wounds and really just keep moving. The Yautja are primarily hunters, but to just say that is kind of an oversimplification. Not only are they extremely good at it given their biological advantages, their society is literally built around it, with a strict honor code governing what they hunt and how they hunt it, and what happens if they fail. They love hunting so much they'll travel great distances far and wide across the galaxy to hunt whatever they consider worthy prey. We see in the original Predator that the hunt took them to the jungles of Central America. Predator 2 saw them in the concrete jungle of LA, but sometimes they'll capture prey to take to a hunting ground like we saw in 2010's Predators. Behind the scenes, the Yautja first appeared in 1987's Predator, which saw an elite mercenary team led by Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch square off with the alien creature in the jungles of the fictional Central American country Valverde. Famously, the film had a ton of production hiccups and difficulties. They filmed on location in Mexico and had to deal with cold temperatures, venomous snakes in their camp, action scenes in cold water full of leeches, and an actual civil war going on in Guatemala just across the border. Adding to all that, legendary martial artist and action star Jean-Claude Van Damme was originally supposed to play the creature, which initially looked very different, but Van Damme was fired after disagreements with the director on him continuing kickboxing, among other problems working with him on set. The monster's appearance was ultimately workshopped into what it is today with the help of James Cameron, no less, but even then, the look proved tricky. The actor they hired to play the new, more physical creature, 7'2" Kevin Peter Hall, couldn't see out of the mask. Despite all of this, the film became a cult classic, making almost $100 million worldwide and leading to a sequel, 1990's Predator 2, starring Danny Glover as an LAPD officer facing off with a fearsome Yautja in Los Angeles against the backdrop of a massive gang war and crippling heatwave in the futuristic year 1997. The franchise then went on hiatus, but re-emerged with Aliens vs. Predator in 2004, the long-awaited crossover between the two franchises that had actually been teased in Predator 2 and comics in the years after that. In the film, it was revealed that the Yautja return to Earth every 100 years to undergo a ceremony known as blooding, in which young predators earn status by hunting and killing xenomorphs. The movie was critically panned, but it made more than $170 million, enough that it got a sequel in Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, continuing the story of the first film with a predator returning to destroy any evidence and going toe-to-toe with the Predalien, a fearsome xenomorph predator hybrid. The crossover franchise pumped the brakes after Requiem was, again, critically panned, but we returned to the franchise in Predators in 2010, which saw a group of the world's deadliest people transported to a planet specifically designed as one big predator game preserve, where the Yautja hunted their assembled prey of special forces operatives, mercenaries, sicarios, yakuza, and more. Despite making its budget back 3 times over and mostly positive reviews from critics, Predators never got a sequel, and the Predator franchise has gone dark. Until now. This September, the series returns to theaters in Shane Black's The Predator, which sees the human protagonist going toe-to-toe with not only regular predators, but the hulking 10-foot-tall, genetically enhanced upgrade predator, back for revenge after the deaths of his fellow predators over the course of the franchise. That's where we're going to leave part 1 of 101 Predators. Tune in on Wednesday for part 2 when Tim breaks down some of the more interesting aspects of Yautja culture, including their strict honor code, the technology and tools they use to hunt, and more. Let us know what you thought of the new series and this video in the comment section down below, but that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.